As we come to the book of Ezra, we find a people that God is restoring. A people who have been in captivity for years, and now God is working to deliver them and to bring them home. It's a story of hope and encouragement, and a story that gives us many wonderful insights. First of all, God works through Cyrus, the king of Persia, to bring about the deliverance of his people. A pagan king delivering God's people. So the children of Israel come back to Jerusalem, and Zerubbabel and the priest begin rebuilding the temple. It says in chapter 3, verse 1, "When the 7th month came and the sons of Israel were in the towns, the people gathered as one man to Jerusalem, together as one in unity, coming back to build the temple of God." It says in verse 12 of chapter 3, "But many of the priests and Levites and heads of the fathers' houses, the old men who had seen the first house, wept with a loud voice when they saw the foundation of this house being laid, though many shouted aloud for joy, so that the people could not distinguish the sound of the joyful shout from the sound of people's weeping. For the people shouted with a great shout, and the sound was heard from afar." See, as God is in the midst of restoring things, some look to the past and weep. Others look to the present and the future and what God is doing and shout for joy. Now, there is a very real loss when we lose things from the past. But we don't want to get so wrapped up in that we spend our time in mourning when God is doing a current work, when God is doing something for us and preparing the way for something in the future. So we see here in Israel. We live in the midst of change. God is always doing a work among us. So today, if you're tempted to mourn for the things you've lost in the past, I would encourage you, go ahead and mourn it a little bit. But turn and look for what God is doing, what He is going to do in your life, and shout for joy for God today.